Hi guys, my name's Joe Quick and this is a JQ review walkthrough. Today we're playing a Twisted Towel, so let's dive in. You play as Vio, who, after closing up shop at her cafe and picking up something similar to a Rubik's Cube, finds herself transported to another world.
Ouch!
Our main objective is to get home. But before we get into it, here are some general tips. Listen closely to what people say. They may give you hints, but they don't always repeat them. Look at all the items in your inventory. You can open the inventory and right click to examine an item. Try different combinations of one item with another. And if you've done all that, watch this walkthrough. I'll continue to drop hints throughout. See if you can solve it before I give you the answer. After all, that's where the adventure lies. So we've just arrived through this portal. We can try and pick up the cube, but the cube's too hot.
I could have sworn I was holding it in my hands just now. Is it to blame for all this? Nonsense, Vio. Oh, damn it. Stop talking to yourself. Ouch! Damn. This thing is on fire. I'm not touching it again as hot as it is.
Head over to the left.
Okay, very carefully. It seems to go down very deep here.
Click on the clouds to look at them and they'll part to reveal a floating city.
Okay, Vio, take a deep breath. I think something bad has happened. Either I'm lying somewhere having the high of my life, or I'm half dead in a coma, or I've gone mad. Yes, that may be it. Crazy. I mean, there's a flying city and islands just like that. And I'm standing here talking to myself. What's wrong with me? Where am I?
There's nowhere to go but into town, so let's do that.
A bridge leads from here to the floating islands. It doesn't look very trustworthy. But what suspension bridge does? Wherever I really am right now. I can't change that now either. As long as my true self doesn't wake up, I guess I have no choice but to fritter away my time. Although, maybe this is the real me after all. Never mind. Let's get going then. Floating city, here I come. There's someone sitting there fishing. Wait. There's someone sitting and fishing directly on the ground, somewhere in the clouds, with no water underneath. Okay, Vio. Deep breaths. Deep breaths.
First we'll go down these stairs. Ignore the builders and head straight over to this shop.
Antique shop, a very clear shop sign. The door is closed and cannot be opened, probably locked. Hey, there's a sign. It says temporarily closed, and in small letters underneath it, reopened for you as soon as possible. Thank you for your patience. Looks like I'll have to come back later.
Check out the wind chime hanging on the side here. Click on it twice and you'll collect the bird beak, which looks strangely like a fruit juicer.
Supposed to represent a bird. The beak looks strange.
It could be worth inspecting.
It doesn't turn at all. Maybe I can give it a little push. Oops, I think I've broken it. The beak fell off. I better wrap it quickly before anyone else sees me.
On the way back, let's pick up this castle perched atop the tree stump.
How cute! A little castle. Reminds me a bit of those things you put in the aquarium for fish. I'll take you with me.
And we'll head back up the stairs and just past this building to the right. You'll notice an arrow pointing up to the corner. This will take you to a restaurant.
Made it. From below. It didn't look like so many steps.
Before we go in, let's see if there's anything of use that may be
Barrel
in the
of
dustbin.
Rubbish. A big barrel of smelly, stale rubbish. Not exactly what you want to rummage through, but good. At least, in this mad, maybe dream world, there's rubbish in the bin. Exemplary. Oh, a broken bottle. It looks more or less clean. I'll take it. Hey, that looks like a small ship. And it doesn't seem broken either. I'll take you too. A blue-green stone.
And now we've rummaged through the trash, let's get a bite to eat. There's plenty of things to click on and look at, but you can start by talking to the chef.
Excuse me?
If you ask what the dish of the day is, it will lead you down a conversation track to determine that the restaurant only serves turkey.
Welcome to the Old Spoon. It's not an easy journey to get here, but it's worth it.
Thank you.
What is our new guest in the mood for today?
Could I have a glass of water?
I'm sorry, but drinks are no longer on the menu.
There are no drinks, not even a glass of water.
No, I'm sorry. It just wasn't profitable in the long run.
People come up this ever long way, eat, and don't feel thirsty.
Yes, they are thirsty.
But
They only prefer long fermented drinks, and it costs me half the setup every time until closing time. It ended the same way every time.
with a brawl?
With chair and table throwing, an old discipline that is still in the blood of the inhabitants here, even if the practice of this, well, sports, has been punished since the great reform of ex-Mayor Dollitsgood.
Sounds like it's banned for a reason.
Oh, yes.
And the elderly lady at the table can't get a glass of water either?
No exception. As I said, there are no more drinks on the menu. I also no longer have a water connection on site since there was the last big landslide and the pipes broke open.
There is no water supply here. And how do you clean the dishes then? How do you prepare the dishes?
That is a trade secret. I can't talk about that. But the rain barrel behind the building has explicitly nothing to do with it.
Ugh. What is the dish of the day?
We don't have anything like that, but we have a menu.
Ah, well, then what does it say?
Oh, so there's shredded turkey with turkey mash and crispy turkey claws, for example.
Yummy.
Or flambe turkey in a blanket, an old family recipe.
Is there also a dessert?
Of course!
Oh, great.
Turkey tartlet with beak sorbet, very popular.
I think I'll think about it some more. Is there perhaps something here without turkey?
You mean a truth-free dish?
Exactly. I, don't digest turkey that well.
My goodness, I'm sorry to hear that. No, unfortunately, we don't have anything else here.
Nothing at all?
Nothing at all.
How come you only offer turkey?
Well, I would say that you could call that an adaptation of external circumstances.
And that means?
It's very difficult here with food. Imports are very expensive because of the current circumstances. Luckily, my great-grandfather was a turkey farmer, and that's how it all came about.
That means you have your own turkey farm, and that allows you to keep your restaurant alive.
Exactly. And you won't get anything as freshly caught as our turkey anywhere else. It's a pity you can't eat turkey. You're missing out on something very special.
Yes, too bad. Thank you. I don't need anything at the moment.
If you do, just let me know.
After that, take a look at the fruit bowl.
It looks real. Or someone was particularly fond of detail and went to extra trouble to make the mold there and the few grapes look particularly realistic. Ew. Fruit. And, as far as I can tell from here, absolutely turkey-free.
Oh, yes, that's right. I had forgotten about the bowl. We don't have many fruitarians here.
Can I have some?
Of course. Makes 10 soupy rupees.
Oh, I don't have any money, unfortunately.
And unfortunately, I have nothing to give away. Times are hard.
Speak again to the cook. They'll tell you if you can fix the jukebox,
Excuse
they'll
me?
give you some free food.
Because of the fruit.
Do you have money now?
Unfortunately not.
Well, I'm not an inhuman being. I have a problem with the jukebox. It's not working again, but I can't take care of it because some guests have booked for tonight.
Why doesn't that machine work?
If only I knew. But if you manage to get it running again, then you can take as much of the fruit as you want.
Really?
And on top of that, I'll give you this crispy, juicy turkey chicken to go with it.
That would certainly not be necessary.
Yes, I insist. But first, the box has to be running again. The society tonight is celebrating a birthday, and there should be music. So it would be great if you could take care of that.
I'll take a look at it.
Wonderful! If something should be, just get in touch with me.
Thank you. I don't need anything at the moment.
If you do, just let me know.
So we have our first task. Take a look at the jukebox.
Let's take a look at what's wrong here. I don't know what to look for exactly, but well, let's have a look.
Again, plenty to click on and look at.
This one doesn't look good. The metal spring is broken. That could be one of the reasons why the jukebox doesn't work anymore.
Whilst we're here, we can grab this spring.
It's not so easy to see from here, but I could swear this is a tiny bed.
Let's talk to the cook again.
Excuse me? I looked at the jukebox.
Oh, wonderful. And have you found the problem?
I'm not quite sure, but it looks like something or someone lives in there.
In there? Oh, you must mean Rochi.
Rochi?
Yes, Rochi, our restaurant cockroach. He's very friendly. You don't need to be afraid of the little cheeky bugger. He's a racing cockroach, and through his talent and the cog in the jukebox, he generates the necessary energy to...
I think he's gone.
Gone? What do you mean by he's gone?
I think he's not in there.
Rochi is gone?
Exactly.
Oh no, it can't be! He's never run away before! Are you quite sure?
At least he's not in the jukebox.
That can't be true! Without Rochi, there is no jukebox music! He is a racing cockroach and he's native here! My business partner.
A cockroach?
Racing cockroach!
All right. I'll find him.
Really? I would be infinitely grateful!
Yes, don't worry. I'll find him. Why could Rochi have run away?
I don't know! He was always fine! He was happy and content and didn't let on.
When did you see him last?
Just now, just before the first guest came in through the door and... Oh no!
What?
I know why Rochi ran away!
And though?
The exterminator came for breakfast today. You know, Rochi has a certain problem with the profession of this, sir. Because his whole clan wants... Well, you know, in a serious incident.
You mean he was the last surviving cockroach after the exterminator came by once?
Shh, don't say that out loud. He doesn't like to talk about it. It's a difficult and sensitive subject.
So Rochi saw him and then ran away.
That's how it must have been. My poor Rochi. He must have been terribly frightened. I'm sure his trauma was shaken awake by it and he ran off headless.
Then he's probably no longer here in the restaurant.
I assume so. Please find him. Just to think that he is now sitting around sad and distraught somewhere. Maybe even behind a dirty dustbin.
Not a bad place to look for a cockroach.
It's a terrible place. Rochi is a racing cockroach after all, not some primitive, filthy insect.
All right. I'll find him. Don't worry.
Please hurry. He could be in danger.
I'm on my way. Oh, man. Thank you. I don't need anything at the moment.
If you do, just let me know.
Rochi, the racing cockroach, has run away. The cook suggested the dustbin, so you can head outside and check the bin.
Wait! Rochi, cockroach, rubbish. Maybe I'll find the little guy here. Rochi? Shh, Rochi. Hey! nothing. What is the saying? You should stop when it's at its best. I've rummaged around in the rubbish enough.
But Rochi's not there. Let's head back to the antique store.
From below, it really didn't look that bad. Okay, very carefully, step by step, and don't look down. Hopefully this really is just a dream, and hopefully I'll find a way out of here soon.
It's now open.
Ooh, a knick-knack store. That reminds me of the old days when Grandma used to take me to those rancid dollar shops.
Knick-knack store? Rancid? I resent such terminology.
Sorry.
Antiques. These are antiques. Precious, rare, unique pieces. Carefully selected by none other than me, personally. And offered to the public for purchase. For a small contribution, of course.
I didn't mean to be rude.
And that means do not touch anything. No touching. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Just look with your eyes. Do you understand that?
Yes, of course.
Excellent.
This guy doesn't seem to be the most relaxed sort. Let's look around a bit, but we'd better not touch anything. We don't want the poor fellow to have a heart attack and end up with me being wanted for murder. You know, like in the pilot of a streaming series or
After
something.
some long dialogue, you'll notice the cube that brought us here has arrived on their table.
But that's...
Click on it to trigger a bit more dialogue.
I beg you, a little more composure.
That cube there on your table is mine.
Excluded.
Yes, I am quite sure.
Excluded. This piece cannot belong to you.
But...
I have cited it ownerless, and thus it has become my property. According to Section 710, Paragraph 5 of the Property Fines Law, I am authorized to now own and sell this antique jewel.
Property fund law?
I don't know where you come from, but here we have our rules and laws for all areas of life. And according to Paragraph 710, Section 5, there is no doubt that I am clearly in the right here. If you doubt this, we are happy to settle it through the legal process. But I warn you, I am extremely well insured in terms of legal protection.
A ballpoint pen. Can I have that too?
No, for short-term use only, not for takeaway.
Huh.
Whilst we're here, we'll grab the pen and the coin on the floor.
Hey, a coin.
Let's talk to the storekeeper.
Nice shop.
Excuse me?
No?
It is an excellent store. Each unique piece under this roof is its own treasure. I sell only originals. Connoisseurs travel from far and wide to purchase my unique pieces.
That sounds impressive.
My clients include the creme de la creme of the upper class.
How many customers do you get in a year?
Well, so you could say, so sometimes, at least, so...
So, no one?
The road is very long. The clientele is very busy.
But you just said...
What's the point of this line of questioning anyway? Who are you? Somebody from the Consumer Protection Agency? The Antique Sales Department?
Tell him you really need the cube and he'll suggest you pay
But
for
I
it.
really need this cube.
Then you should have taken a little better care of it. Every child knows that you should never let your belongings out of your sight. But well, some learn it late and in an expensive way.
Is there any way I can get the cube back?
But of course, you can of course buy it honestly.
You want me to buy back my own cube?
You can call it that. But please do not forget that I am the current owner of this antique treasure.
No, of course not. I will certainly never forget that. All right, how much does this cube cost?
Well, considering its extremely immaculate condition, the apparently remarkably intact mechanics, the distinctively bright colors.
All right. I don't need to be convinced.
With consideration of the current collector's value and with regard to an assessment of the year of manufacture,
The price?
I can offer you this precious piece for a fair price of 200,000 superior P.
200,000?
Exactly. Anything else would impoverish me. I also have costs, you know.
I don't have 200,000 soupy rupees.
That's unfortunate. But perhaps you could warm up to another piece that fits more into your, well, budget. I have a few cardboards that might fit better and could certainly be of interest to you.
But I don't want boxes. I need the cube.
Then I can't really help. Either 200,000 superior P.
Or
Well, maybe there could still be a possibility.
which one?
If you could offer me something comparably antique, precious, which would fit the profile of my offer, then I could possibly agree to exchange the said cube for it.
So I just have to find some old junk, old antique treasure, and bring it here to trade.
Well, it has to be a remarkable rarity. Not just any conventional antiques. But yes, as already mentioned, then I might be willing to make a barter deal with you.
What kind of junk, antique, would come into question?
Well, it would have to be a special rarity.
So?
For example, an exclusive, if not very useful, horse armor.
A horse armor?
Not just any trader, of course. But of course, it could be something else exceedingly extraordinary, like Hotel Ubu General Purpose Key, Christopher Columbus's chest, or the Catamalata man-eating plant.
Okay, that all sounds not so easy to find.
Tracking down antiques is an incredibly demanding and difficult task that only the fewest overly accomplished connoisseurs know how to understand.
Of course.
I can see you are getting some idea of how challenging this profession actually is, even though sensing is of course only part of all the tasks and knowledge that all this entails.
Yes, very challenging.
Isn't that right? Is there anything else I can do for you?
I'll, look around some more.
If you must. But please, don't touch anything! We only look with our eyes, not our hands.
Whilst we're here,
Of course.
if you right click to view your inventory, select the coin and use it with the chewing gum machine in the corner, you'll earn yourself a bit of chewing gum.
Work. Oh, now don't get stuck. Yay, a chewing gum.
I beg you, a little more composure.
Oh, of course. Yes. I can't believe you just took the cube and now I'm supposed to buy it back. Wonderful. Really wonderful. Could I just please wake up here now? Hello? No? All right. And maybe later? Anyway, let's see how it all goes on here. I have to think of something.
As we head back up the stairs, let's pick up a stone on the way, because you never know when you might need a stone.
A few stones. Quite ordinary grey stones. I'll take one with me. Who knows what else it can be used for.
Now let's venture over to the other side of town. Inspect the fountain in the middle of the scene.
Rochi, there you are.
It's Rochi.
Rochi? Rochi, you are missed.
You need to stop Rochi
Doesn't
running.
seem to want to be able
Here's
to
a hint.
hear me.
Maybe build some sort of trap. Maybe something sticky. If that doesn't give it away, we literally just picked it up. Use the chewing gum on the fountain and Rochi will get stuck.
Gotcha.
Pick up Rochi. Next we'll head over to the door with an X on it.
An open window. Hey, I can hear someone singing.
Here's a quick hint. The person behind this door has a lot to offer.
Hello? 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 Huh, doesn't seem to hear me. There's a sign on the door with a big X drawn in it. One door, it's closed, with a sign on it. It doesn't look very inviting. I'm going to
Knock once,
Who dares to knock on my door?
Sorry, I just wanted to...
Away with you! Do not disturb my rehearsal.
knock twice,
One more try.
What fool dares again?
Just very briefly.
Leave me alone. I'm practicing my arias.
knock 3 times, and he'll throw something from the window.
Your idiocy is repugnant to me.
But I just wanted...
Take this and let it be a lesson to you, and never knock again.
Hey, that could have hit me.
Maybe we speak the same language now.
What was that anyway? Seems to have fallen into the bushes.
If you then look at the bush, you'll discover a pair of pliers.
Why the heck would you throw a pair of pliers out the window?
Out of my wife's funds. I mean ex-wife. She left all her junk still here. I knew her unspeakable legacy would eventually bring me satisfaction.
Lovely.
If you picked up the pliers and are still stuck, here's the same hint as before. That's right. Knock again
wonder if he
and
has
they'll throw
anything
something else
useful
out the
there.
window.
Stop! How great can idiocy be?
Genius and madness are known to sometimes lie close together.
May this finally bring you to your senses.
Says the right guy. Scissors?
Next time, it's the ugly dresser.
Let me guess. Also from the ex-wife?
Worse. Mother-in-law's heirloom.
Pick up the scissors. Now let's venture back to the cafe. Show Rochi to the cook.
I found Rochi.
Really? Rochi! I missed you so much! Rochi! Rochi! What has she done to you?
What?
Your little legs! Your tiny, so beautiful, nimble little legs! He's stuck! Look how he tries to kick himself free! Oh no, Rochi! What has she done to you? How could you? Such a cruel thing! Don't tell me that's one of those nasty, super sticky chewing gums from the antique shop!
So...
They are so sticky that even my great-grandfather, who got stuck with them on the kitchen counter 200 years ago, is still stuck there! You'll never get rid of that.
I got this. Don't worry, don't panic. I'll manage. I'll think of something and Rochi will be free in no time.
You have to! Come up with something clever. Hang in there, Rochi.
Let's update our task list. We need to remove Rochi from the chewing gum. And this is a difficult one to solve, so stick with me for a bit
Hey
here.
Rochi, you've made quite a
No
mess.
chewing gum pun intended. If you open up your inventory and right click on the bird beak from the wind chime,
Oops.
you'll discover a
There's
small spring
little
inside.
Spring in the beak of the wind chime. The beak looks strange. Oops, there was a little spring in the beak of the wind chime.
Pick up the shashlik sauce from the table with the old lady.
You don't know the shashlik sauce? The original?
No, not so far.
Then you should urgently change that. Take the bottle with you. I don't need it anymore. You can keep it. If you keep it cool and dry, it will last forever.
Thank you.
Let's take another quick look at the jukebox.
Well, let's take a look at what's wrong here. Wait, I think Rochi actually lives here. At least some things finally make sense now, and I can see the whole thing with different eyes.
We've got the spring, but it doesn't fit.
Oh, bugger. The spring doesn't fit properly. It's too stubby and therefore too short.
Vio needs some kind of tool to stretch the spring. Let's try the pliers.
Good idea. But the pliers are so rusty, I just can't use them.
That could work if we could clean the pliers. The correct solution
Let's see
here
if this helps.
is the
It
shashlik
looks
sauce.
new.
Use the sauce on the pliers to clean them,
Let's see if
and
we
then the
can
pliers on the
stretch
spring to
a
stretch
bit.
it. If we take another look at the jukebox and try to
let's
fit
take
the
a look
spring
at
on the
what's wrong
holder,
here.
that should work.
Fits like a glove and hopefully lasts a bit. Without this cockroach, Rochi, this thing will probably never run. Somehow, I have to free Rochi from this damned chewing gum. Come on, Vio, think of something.
Now let's visit this first house.
Come on in. Door's
Here we
open.
meet Betty, the fisherman's
hello.
wife.
Oh,
Sorry,
You can talk to
I
them,
didn't mean
but
to
there's
interrupt.
absolutely no need.
no, it's all right. Come on in. I'm just doing my nails, and there's not usually much.
If we take a look at the magazine on the table,
A
we can learn
magazine
all about cacti.
plants. May I have a closer look?
But of course, but please don't take it with you. I'm not through with it yet.
All right, thank you. Gardening, Digging and Potting, the trade magazine for the dedicated plant whisperer. Oh, here's a special page. It looks like it's been opened a few times already. Cacti. The prickly co-inhabitants are back in fashion. How to combine them, what language do they speak, and which species suits me best.
Take a
Find
look
out
at the
here.
small note at the bottom, and you're given
Here's
another big
something.
hint for later.
The new trend comes with a wild mix of patterns. The colours green and red are absolute must-haves and are guaranteed to go with any plant. There are no taboos here, but you should be careful with the combination of yellow and blue. An old adage warns us that blue and green should never be seen unless there's something in between. But plant connoisseurs know that especially deadly rare carnivorous plants are associated with these colours, company to which our favourite cacti certainly don't want to belong. Ooh, sounds
Finally,
complicated.
click a couple of times on the bag of
Hey,
seeds to pick them up.
There's a bag stuck to the side. I think they're flower seeds. Oops, the adhesive strips have come off the paper. I'll quickly put the bag away.
Let's head back to the woods. We're looking for a plant to trade with the storekeeper, and here is a very fine looking exotic plant.
A flower. It looks very exotic and pretty.
Let's try and pick it up.
Doesn't work. It can't be picked.
That doesn't work, so here's another hint. We need something to cut the exotic flower. Scissors would be a good idea,
Crap. Doesn't seem sharp enough.
but the scissors aren't sharp enough. We need something to sharpen the scissors.
Let's see if this helps.
We can use the rock to sharpen the scissors, and then use the scissors to cut the exotic plant.
Ouch! Whoa! Sorry.
Ouch!
I'm sorry. You speak.
Ouch!
Okay. I'd better just put you away quickly.
You'll notice there's a scorched patch on the ground where the cube was revealing fresh
The cube is
soil
gone.
underneath it.
I knew it was the same one that was in the antique shop. The cube was so hot that it completely scorched the meadow beneath it. There is only scorched earth there now.
That could come in handy later.
A stick? It
And
doesn't
whilst
look
we're
very
here,
sturdy.
let's pick up this stick on the ground.
I often collected sticks as a child. My mother was rarely thrilled about that. Well, nobody takes this one away from me now.
If we took the plant back to the shopkeeper at this stage, he would say,
Clearly, it obviously lacks teeth. Even a fool knows that the man-eating plant is characterized above all by an exceedingly sharp set of teeth.
so instead, let's go back through town, all the way to the left. Work our way around the fountain and enter this building at the end. I've skipped an animation and some opening text here, but you haven't missed any clues.
Looks like the work is done.
Take a look at the cleaning tablets.
A bowl of,
These are cleaning tablets for my sweetie. They're guaranteed to eat away any plaque.
Guaranteed to eat away plaque.
That's really a lot
Let's
of
pick one
cleaning
up.
tablets. I wonder if it will be noticeable if I take one of them with me.
I don't think so.
You really hear everything, don't you?
When you're talking to yourself so loudly, it's not that hard.
You'll also notice a bottle of detergent which you can pick up.
A bottle of 100% detergent.
Great stuff.
Can I borrow this?
Keep it. I have a whole pallet of them in the cellar.
And finally, take a look at the stack of books.
Can I have a quick look
If you
at them?
visited the shop earlier, you
Thank
wouldn't
you.
have been able to.
The book looks interesting.
There's lots of information about the
Wondrous
rocks about
world of
town,
Stones and rocks. Hey, it looks like this page was
but
opened
all we're
at
interested
last.
in is this bookmark at the top of the page.
What is that?
Pick that up.
Some kind of bookmark. It looks like a label. I'll borrow it. Enough literature for now.
Now poor Rochi is still stuck in the chewing gum, so let's revisit that issue. I'm going to run down to the antique store. There's nothing to do there, so I'll go and talk to the builders. They don't give us any hints here, but we will want to get past them, so I'll add that to the task list.
Hello.
Oh, hello! Well, a new face.
New face.
That's what I said, Ben. Well, if that's not a nice surprise.
Thank you.
It's true. Everyone likes to see a beautiful new face.
Beautiful new face.
You must be traveling, huh? A tourist?
Wrist.
Let her finish first, Ben.
So, a portal brought me here, and actually, I want to go home again.
A portal? You mean something like a device or condition that allows accelerated travel in space, direct teleportation to other places, or travel to parallel worlds and time travel?
Wow, I don't think I expected such a concrete definition. But, yes, that's what I mean.
I love science fiction stories.
Stories.
But it's true.
Listen, you can't pull the wool over our eyes. We may not be suits,
No suits.
but certainly not dumbed down.
Dumb down.
But we have a sense of humor, so we won't hold it against you.
Who are you?
Who are we? That's no secret. I am Nolo, and this is Ben.
Nice to meet you. I am Theo.
All ours. I'm responsible for planning and supervision, and Ben is... he just does what has to be done.
Sounds like a clear division of labor.
Definitely. It is important that such things are clearly structured, and that someone has the plan in his hands.
What are you doing here?
What are we doing here? Ha! What does it look like?
Well,
We are the ones who keep this crumbling city in good shape.
Good shape.
So you make sure that everything doesn't fall apart here?
Exactly!
Exactly.
Strictly speaking, we are on a construction site here right now.
Oh, sorry. So I'm not actually allowed to walk through here.
Yes, but that's fine. Please don't walk on the grass verge there. And please, leave our tools alone.
All right. What can you tell me about this place?
What can you say about it? It's all just crumbling away.
Just crumbling away.
That means the earth is gradually breaking away.
Exactly.
Exactly.
But that's terrible. Is there no way to prevent it?
Permanently and generally speaking, it's probably long too late for that.
Long too late for that.
But we are earning cash with it right now. Our order situation has never been so good, and we're booked up for months. New cracks are appearing everywhere, and individual parts of the islands are breaking away again and again.
It sounds like you're not very concerned about it at all.
We are not.
It all looks quite dangerous here.
It is.
Aren't you afraid that everything will crash at some point? Or everything will fall apart completely?
Fear? Not at all. You can't spend your life only in fear. We have to come to terms with it. We make a good living out of it. It's all right.
That's all right.
Okay. I've got to get going.
All clear. See ya.
Head back up to the fountain and...
Well, something is smacking me in my jacket pocket. Rochi, you freed yourself. Have you eaten all the chewing gum? Oh, super. Well done. You really saved us both.
Rochi is free from the chewing gum. I'm not sure what the trigger is here. It could be a combination of time, interactions and switching scenes. So if you just walk around, look and talk to things, he should eventually eat his way out. Let's head back to the restaurant and show Rochi to the cook.
Rochi is free again.
Thank the turkeys! I don't know how you did it, but you performed a miracle today!
It's all right. Rochi was a great help to me.
And the jukebox is fixed.
Oh, the jukebox works! Thank you! You brought Rochi home again and fixed the machine! Take as much of the fruit as you like. And here, take the turkey too, please.
Thank you. I was happy to help. I'm glad that Rochi is home again, even if I will miss that little guy somehow.
We can now collect our well-earned turkey. We can also pick up this bowl.
Oh, a bowl. I wonder if anyone would mind if I borrowed it for a moment. Obviously not.
And grab some fruit.
A bowl of fruit. It looks real. Or someone was particularly fond of detail and went to extra trouble to make the mold there and the few grapes look particularly realistic. Ew.
Take a minute to talk to the old lady.
Hey, that's the old lady from the tattoo shop. I wonder if I should take her up on that. I don't want to be indiscreet.
Thank you. The turkey in a feather coat was to die for. I was full all round.
Oh, sorry. I don't work here.
Oh, never mind, child. Everyone makes their mistakes.
If you tell her she looks happy as a clam, she'll tell you she has something stuck in her teeth.
Yes.
Add that to the task
Be a
list.
better advertisement for a restaurant.
I just have a bit in my teeth. Fortunately, it's a bit uncomfortable.
Oh, I'm afraid I don't have a toothpick with me.
Toothpick? Oh, darling, a toothpick won't help. But something I could rinse my teeth in for a moment. That would be really a delight.
Maybe I'll find something useful that could help.
That would really be wonderful.
See you later.
Of course.
Now back to the builders. They've been working hard and they deserve a break, but they do need a hint, so talk to them. Ask them how they are getting on and suggest they take a break.
Quite well. We are making progress.
It is certainly very exhausting.
Especially for the one who carries the responsibility on his shoulders.
On his shoulders.
How about a break?
A break?
Break.
Yes?
If I'm honest, I'm already really hungry.
Hungry.
But
We don't have anything to bite into there. And we can't leave the construction site unattended.
I could pay attention.
No, you can't. Even though the offer is very friendly.
I've got to get going.
I'm sure you don't need this hint, but here it is. The builders need some lunch. Give them the turkey and they will take a break.
Brought you something.
Whoa! Is that one of the turkeys from the restaurant upstairs?
Yep.
Did you hear that, Ben? Time for a break!
Break.
That's really nice of you. One could almost think that it was just an excuse and that you were up to something.
Me? Oh, no. I just think you guys really deserve a break.
Thank you! You're really great. Let's go, Ben. Let's eat.
We can now pick up the shovel
Okay,
and the
let's
paint
use
tin.
something else for now. There's a shovel on the pile of earth. It doesn't seem to be in use at the moment. A paint bucket. The yellow paint splashes on it indicate that it already has been used.
Any ideas where we can use the shovel? Head on over to the woods and use the shovel with the patch of earth.
The earth was quite dry. Oops, I found something while digging. It looks like a little treasure chest.
Take a look at the worms, and if you click on them
Worms,
a couple of
dancing,
times, Theo will pick them up.
Flabby worms. When I was little, I thought they were so cute that I would have loved to take them home. Today, I could do without them. Come here, you flabby worms. Quick, without looking. Ew, I can feel them wobbling in the bag. Yucks.
This also looks like a nice spot to plant some seeds. If you try to open the bag of seeds in your inventory, Theo will say she can't open them.
Damn, I can't
But you now have a nice sharp pair of scissors, so you can solve that one quickly. Use the scissors with the bag of seeds, and use the bag of seeds on the ground.
This seems like a good place for some flower seeds.
It needs a couple of extra items before it will grow. We'll take the worms back to the fisherman.
I have some worms. Maybe the birds can be fished with them.
No, worms! Oh, give it to me. Let's try that. No, these beasts. It seems they have no appetite for it.
The worms don't work, so here's a hint. The worms need some flavour. Worked it out yet? A much more appropriate use of the shashlik sauce than cleaning pliers. Use the sauce on the worms and
Let's
hand
try
them back
these
to the
worms.
fisherman.
Maybe it will work better.
Apparently, birds love shashlik flavoured worms.
Sticking terribly.
I've cut out a fun little cutscene here, but the fisherman successfully catches the bird and we arrive back in Betty's
Small
house.
bottle of glue.
We can
The
pick
kind
up
you
all of
use
her
when you
nail
want to
polish
apply
bits, the
artificial
glue,
nails.
the glass and the nail file.
An empty glass. Looks clean. A nail file. Can't see anything special about it.
Step outside and use the glass on the bucket of water. Head back into the woods and we can use the glass of water to water the seeds.
No water, no plant.
And then we need some fertiliser. We've seen a pile of dirt by the builders and a nice flower pot hanging on the window with fresh soil, but it's neither of these. Here's a hint. The worms won't come back, but the bird might, for a certain sauce. That's right, use the shashlik sauce again on the soil.
I don't know if this really can work as fertilizer, but with the ingredients, I wouldn't be surprised. I think I should give the plants a little time.
We can't do anything else here at the moment, so let's head back into town. We'll top up our glass with water again and then go to the restaurant. So we need something to clean the old lady's teeth. We have a glass of water and we also have a cleaning tablet. Combine those two items in your inventory and then give them to the old lady.
I found something, you know, for your teeth, to clean them.
No, child, that's wonderful. Thank you.
She's
You
happy
really
now,
are a
but to really make her day, she'd love a fruit prickler.
prickler would be just the
We're
thing
given no
for
clue
you.
as to what a fruit prickler is or how to make it, so you have to use some initiative here. Take a look at our current inventory and see if you can work it out. Here's the solution. Use the wind chime beak that looks like a lemon juicer with the bowl. Use the bowl with the fruits. Use the bottle with the glue. Use the glued bottle with the bowl of juice. Use the label with the glued bottle. That's a fairly good fruit cocktail, but you need one last ingredient to give it a kick.
Oops.
Use the glued
All the
bottle with the
contents spilled out
detergent.
in one go. There's still a little
And finally,
stuff
use the
to
glued
do.
bottle, or now fruit prickler, with the old lady.
Fruit prickler? Really? Oh, and this is especially for me?
Yes, I thought I would give you a little pleasure.
That's too kind, Pumpkin. Oh, that warms my heart.
Wait, not so fast.
Oh,
Oh no! Oh no. Are you alright? Hello? Are you alright? Oh no. I must have poisoned her. She's not. I didn't. Luckily, she seems to be just sleeping. Whew. If I had known that she would drink the whole bottle straight away, I would have been more concerned about the mixing ratio.
Once she passes out,
Mind a
we can
bad
pick up the
about
glass
it.
with her teeth in
On
it.
the other hand, I can really use them. I hope.
There's one last item to be gathered in the restaurant, but it's such an odd one I'll save it for later. Here's a hint though. This one will make you pull your hair out, but we'll revisit it later. Head back to the woods and our flowers have grown. Pick one up.
Unbelievable! The seeds actually grew into flowers. I'll take one with me.
Another little hint regarding the flower. Somebody really wants to be appreciated for their talents. Head over to where the fountain is.
And la gloria
Select the flower and then select the open window.
Let's see if that shakes him up.
Oh, what do my inflamed eyes see? Flowers to thank the artist's afflicted soul. Oh, my friend, thank you from my heart. Only for you, I will now perform my song with body and soul.
Wow, that seems to have done him a lot of good.
The tenor is so happy he sings even louder. Yay! Jump on over to the tattoo artist and you'll find he's quite upset by all the noise and will leave his shop unattended.
Tomorrow.
This means we can pick up his
sounds
inks
quite
and
nice.
stencils.
I can't work like this. How is an artistic soul supposed to go on a journey? Wait, I'll settle this.
You can take them all, but you really only need the blue
Now
ink
or never.
and the skull stencil.
Now or never.
Let's head back to the shopkeeper.
And luck.
We have everything we need to make our man-eating plant. Let's get it wrong first. We know the plant needs teeth.
There's a set of teeth in the glass of water. I'll get it out.
We can use the teeth on the
Sorry,
plant,
I
but they
have
won't
to do
stick.
this. Damn, it's not holding properly.
So we can use the glue on the teeth and then stick them to the plant.
I'm sorry, but I have to do this. Woo! It fits like a glove.
If you show this to the shopkeeper, he will tell you that the teeth aren't sharp enough.
How about this exceedingly rare, wondrous, quite certainly man-eating plant?
Obviously, it may be equipped with teeth, but with such blunt detonation, it cannot belong to the appropriate species.
You can use the nail file on the teeth to make them sharper.
Oops, the teeth have come loose again. Let's see if this helps.
Then use the glue on the teeth and the glued teeth on the plant.
I'm sorry, but I have to do this. Woo! It fits like a glove.
Show this to the shopkeeper and he will tell you that it's missing
How about
stripes.
this exceedingly rare, wondrous, quite certainly man-eating plant?
Undoubtedly, this specimen does have the distinct feature of an exceedingly sharp set of teeth,
Definitely.
but obviously lacks the distinctive stripes that usually belong to this plant species.
Oh.
If you're struggling with the colours, think back to the Cacti magazine. An old adage warns us that blue and green should never be seen unless there's something in between, but plant connoisseurs know that especially deadly rare carnivorous plants are associated with these colours. We need to colour stripes on the plant, and I thought perhaps we could stick the inks in the pen and do it that way, but no, we need a paintbrush. The keen-eyed amongst you might notice something out of place in my inventory. This is one of the more out there puzzles and took me a while to solve. Let's go back to the restaurant. And here's my hint from earlier. If you haven't guessed it, you need to use scissors on the old lady to cut off a bit of her
I don't
hair.
feel good about it, but something tells me this is a good idea.
Of course, why wouldn't you think to go there? Back at the shopkeepers, you can use the glue with the hair and the glued hair with the stick we picked up in the woods, and you have yourself a paintbrush.
Ta-da! A paintbrush.
We want blue stripes on the plant, so use the paintbrush with the blue ink and then use it with the plant.
So, let's paint you.
Show it to the shopkeeper again and he will tell you that the plant should have a distinguishable sign on its tongue. Again, no clues as to what the sign is or what colour, so it's down to trial and error.
Yay!
But, unfortunately, the third and last distinctive feature of the man-eating plant is missing.
Seriously, couldn't you have said that before?
What do you take me for? If I had wanted to help the needy, I would have pursued a career in some non-profit association.
So, use the paintbrush with the detergent to clean the brush. By the way, if you make any mistakes painting the plant, you can use the detergent to clean it off. Then use our cleaned brush with the yellow paint with the skull stencil, and the combination of these two on the plant. You'll discover a strange ball in the flower's mouth, which will stay in your inventory. Show the plant to the shopkeeper again, and he will finally agree to trade.
This can't really be true.
Yes, yes.
An exceedingly sharp set of teeth, obtrusively clear stripes, the skull on the tongue, The strikingly clear, bright colors.
Yeah?
Congratulations! You hold in your hands an authentic, unmistakably distinct Carnivora Monstrosa Simsi, also known as the Man-Eater plant!
Really?
Undoubtedly. Even though I am very surprised about the many mutations of the vegan plant you have been able to show so far. Moreover, the distribution area of this plant is considered to be a very small area of the distant swampy eternal night jungle, which is actually not accessible from here.
I just have many talents.
What a surprise! You don't seem so predestined.
Thank you. What about the plant now? Do you want it? Do I get my cube back for it?
You surely mean my cube. I have given it sincerely and honestly.
Yes, I get it. Once is enough.
Good, but good. After considering the rarity of this extraordinary plant,
Yes or no?
please, what kind of manners you have?
Yes or no?
I agree to part.
Finally.
Thank you. You can just take the cube with you.
Thank you.
It was not really a pleasure doing business with you.
My pleasure.
You can go and pick up the cube.
Finally, I can hardly believe it. But somehow I made it. Come here, Cube. I won't leave you behind so easily anymore. Good. I have the cube back. Now I just have to find a way to use it properly. Somehow. It must have something to do with the portal through which I came here. But how?
If we go to the woods and try to use the cube, we'll find out it needs some way of charging it. Our newly acquired ball from the plant sounds like a promising solution, but Vio won't use it until she knows what it is. Let's cut through the red tape on this one. Head over to the tattoo shop and use the ball on Ned, the tattoo artist.
Hello? I must go.
All right.
Ned, have you ever seen anything like that?
Have I ever seen anything like it? Not outside a book, sweetheart. How did you get this?
I found it. What is it?
It's a legendary material that can be used as an energy source. It's called orichalcum. The people of Atlantis used pearl-sized orichalcum beads to power their machines, which they had previously made in a massive lava-filled machine. The potential of a small bead was comparable to that of uranium, but without radioactivity.
Wow, how do you know something like that?
I once had to tattoo an adventurer who talked about nothing else. Sometimes some of the client's stories stick with me, too.
He'll tell you it's orichalcum, a powerful energy source. That's all we need to know.
Bridge has...
Go back to the woods and use the orichalcum with the cube.
I don't know if that makes sense, but let's try it. It worked! I can hardly believe it. It really worked.
The portal has opened and we can go
The
home.
portal looks just like the one that brought me here. I'm finally getting out of here. Oh, the cube feels like the orichalcum has dissolved inside it. The time has come. Let's go home. Anyway, I hope I'm coming home now. Oh man, don't start thinking now, Vio. Should I really go through the portal?
But wait, we've still got all these items in our inventory.
Better give it some more time. Maybe I should think about it again. I mean, you might not make such decisions just like that, right away.
If you head back to Betty's house, you can throw most of your inventory in the fishbowl.
find a place where I...
Feeling satisfied that the fish won't be fed because Betty has disappeared, but its bowl now looks remotely more attractive, we can jump through the portal.
The time has come. Let's go home. Anyway, I hope I'm coming home now. Oh man, don't start thinking now, Theo. Should I really go through the portal? Yes. Okay, let's go. Roachy, what are you doing here? You were supposed to... Wait, this is not the place I wanted to go. Not again.
And that's the end of chapter 1. I hope you enjoyed this walkthrough and the game. You can check out my game review soon. But until then, it's on to the next big adventure.